man, real quick. Stop listening to the world making you feel like you have to be married by this age or that age, whether it's later or earlier. It's a double-edged sword because in some cases you'll have people say, I'm too young to get married. And more than likely they're right, especially if they still not with their little high school sweetheart or whatever you want to call it. More than likely they're right. They probably are too young to get married because since they aren't with the high school sweetheart, right, they've experienced other people, and they're probably going to come across people who have experienced other people versus high school sweethearts who really probably haven't experienced too much other people, if any at all. But it's true that you're probably too young to get married because you don't know who you are yet, and you don't know what a husband or wife is yet, and you don't know that much about marriage to make it work yet. However, here's the double-edged sword part. Here's the double-edged sword part. Just because you're too young to get married don't mean that you should just keep overlooking the right people that could be possibly somebody you marry. This is where all the confusion and hurt and drama comes in. Because when people come across good men or women, they take it for granted. And they don't understand that unless you preserve yourself very well, it's going to get harder and harder because most people are not going to preserve themselves. And since most people are not going to preserve themselves, the people that you have to choose from when you're in your 20s, shit, some of them will be smoked out, all type of shit, in their 30s, right, 40s, smoked out, listen to you, whatever, right? I say that to say this. When you come across something solid, don't be like, well, you know what, I'm too young to get married, so I'm just going to wait until I'm 30. See, this is why when it comes to a lot of females, men too, but when it comes to females especially, the reason why they put the husband material guy off until later is because they understand that most men at her age at that time is not husband material, right? But the smart thing of what most women should do is build with that guy then. You don't got to marry the guy when you meet him at 25, 23, whatever, right? But don't assume that you could just wait because you might get lucky. You might luck out, wait later, and find somebody. But the chances of that is slim, man, very slim. Because, like I said, when a woman gets older, the pickings that she has from her man is even worse. And the same thing vice versa, honestly. So when you find something solid, man, nah, you don't got to get married right away. Because you're still learning, you're still growing and learning yourself. You're still learning what a husband or wife is or whatever. And learning what marriage is. But don't take that person for granted and push them off to the side in the friend zone and then go party with Pookie and Ray Ray or Felicia. You know what I mean? You can't do that. This is the time to be building with a person. You ain't got to get married. Build with them. But most people are not going to do that, man. Because society is telling people, you're too young to get married. And you're too young to get married. And if you get married, then your whole life is locked up and you're not free anymore. You can't be a hot girl, summer girl no more. And all this other shit. So what do? They go ahead and bite the apple. And they also think, since they got men all on them now in their 20s, right? They think in their 30s it's going to be the same. You know what I mean? And it is to a certain extent. But that don't mean them men going to want commitment. They still might find you fine. but that don't mean they want commitment. These women still might like you as a man, but that don't mean that they really trying to fuck with you like that. Because them women in their 30s, their heart's scorned now. Because they wanted to play around more than likely. Right? Or maybe they did get married and now they got divorced and now their heart's hurt. Right? And a lot of times that turns good women bad. Versus when you could have dealt with them a little bit more fresh before their heart was destroyed like that. Most women are female players now because they've been hurt by men. And now the only option they feel like they have is to play or get played. So they're going to miss out on their husband because they chose the wrong guys. Not necessarily just because of maybe financial situations or maybe baby daddies or something like that. But even just for the simple fact that they're mad now at men. They don't like men like that. You know, they don't want to love men no more. So they just use men as objects or ATMs basically. Attention, time, and money, right? Which means they won't love again. Which means they're not going to find love. Even if they get married to the guy, they're still not going to be happy. This is why you can't play around with it. If you're a woman and you in your prime or whatever, and you're attracting the men and all that, you better pick the good one then. Because I'm telling you later, it's just going to work. It's going to work out of your favor. And not only that, what about having kids if you don't got them yet? You only got a certain time frame as a woman to really be able to do that. Stop listening to the world and making you believe that you're missing out on something. I'm 25. Let me go party and destroy my life for 5 years because I think I'm missing out on something. You ain't missing out on nothing, man. It's like I said, it's a double-edged sword. When you're young, you probably are too young to get married. That don't mean that you're too young to build with somebody towards marriage. That's the difference. And if you choose not to do it, if you're a young woman watching this right now, and you see them solid dudes that's trying to not be players and all that, and you are passing them up, because everybody's in your face right now. I'm telling you right now, you're probably not, you might get lucky. Very few get lucky. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to be destroyed by then. And you're going to be picking from a market of men with missing teeth and all type of shit now. Because you didn't want to pick the men when you was younger. I didn't say get married. I agree. You don't know yourself. Man or woman, you don't know yourself yet. You don't know about marriage like that yet. Only way I say a person should get married younger is if it's like a high school sweetheart. That's about it. Because the longer you wait, the more their hearts are gone. That's why you have women leave you on red or something. They trying to hurt you because they're hurt. Since I'm hurt, I'm going to hurt somebody else because men have hurt me. And since men have hurt me so much, I no longer believe in love. I no longer believe men want love. I feel like they all full of shit. So since I feel that way, now I'm going to do that. And now I'm going to miss out on being married. Or if I do get married, I'm going to do it for the wrong reason. Or again, I'm going to wait and get married because all the younger guys, they on bullshit. They not ready to get married yet. So I'm not going to get married yet. I'm going to wait until later. And then the market of men I got to choose from are going to have missing teeth and shit. Bald-headed and everything. And still probably players and cheaters at that. And I got to deal with a fucked up heart from playing around in my 20s. So the moral of the story is that you're not necessarily, it's not, you probably are too young to get married, right? But that don't mean that you're too young to build towards marriage. Stop waiting until, I'm going to wait till I'm 30, then I'm going to settle down. It's probably too late. Not always, but 9 times out of 10. Because most men are not preserving themselves. Most women are not preserving themselves. Not all, but most. The moral is, if you find somebody solid, you better roll with it. Ain't too many solid motherfuckers. I don't know why people think it's just falling out the sky. But then again, I understand why they think that. Because when you're at a younger age and you, let's say you look good or something, woman or man, you're going to think that this is going to be forever. I'm going to have all these options forever. And you will have people like you forever. However, it's going to, the people you have to pick from is going to start changing. And you're going to be dealing with men with missing teeth and shit. Why? Because the younger women are going to be drawn. Now they the hot commodity that you was. Or the younger men. That's why you can't play around. Not only that, you don't come across that many good people in life. Let's be honest. You don't. But you can go ahead and wait until you want to wait till later and party and you destroy yourself at that. It's like, I'm going to wait until my car loses all its value, then I'm going to try to sell it. Instead of, you know what, let me sell this now. Let me cash in my chips at Vegas now. I won 2 million. Let me stop now. What do most people do though? Nah, I can't stop. I'm the shit. I got it going on. I'm popping right now. They get that big head and they keep playing around. They keep playing around, man. But most of them do it because they understand that most men are not marriage material men. At, let's say you're 25. Let's just say 25. That's the safe age, right? So what they're going to do is, I'm going to wait till 30, then I'm going to decide to get married. But there's a serious problem there. You're probably going to have kids by the wrong person, shit like this. You can't do that. Moral is, man, I don't care if you're 50 or fucking 20. You know what I mean? When you find somebody that's right, you ain't got to marry them, but take it serious, man. Stop playing around. You don't get that opportunity that much in life, man, to where good people are going to come around. Like the perfect ass dude, but you want to keep playing around because you think there's more. This is always going to be this way. I got more time than what I think. You know, I can play around with these women. And the same thing with men. Man, all the women want me, I'm the shit. And then he wait until he's 35. Now he got to deal with Felicia. Because Beyonce's going to pick the younger men now. He probably got 5 kids or some shit. Beyonce don't want you now, bro. She wanted you when you was 25, before you was bald-headed. And didn't need Viagra or whatever. But I don't know. I know men be fucking themselves up. I know that. But go ahead and roll the dice. You wanna bite the apple like the women? Go ahead. It's not gonna work out good for you though. Your intentions wasn't good. And the Most High knows that. So good luck with that. You ain't getting around that one. You can't hide from God, right? That's all I gotta say about it, man. It's a double-edged sword, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. Because I understand why you shouldn't get married when you're younger, because you don't really know who you are yet. You don't really know what type of, you don't even know what a husband or wife is really yet. And you really don't know what it takes to make a marriage work yet. But at the same time, when you come across somebody that you should be trying to build a marriage with, that opportunity might not come later. Or you might be so hurt that you just want to be a player now. A lot of shit can happen within 5 years. From 25 to 30. Even from 20 to 30. A lot of shit can happen. You got people right now who got married at a young age and now they're about to get divorced. Or they already are divorced, so I get it. But keep in mind, I agree, you shouldn't get married when you're young like that. But I never said in this video one time, don't build towards marriage when you find the person that seems like they're the perfect person candidate. I didn't say that. That's where the confusion comes in. Well, I'm not going to get married. Yeah, I'm going to wait. And I'm going to find the perfect person like I am now. Nah. You ever heard when people be like, love got hard to find because sex got easier or whatever? That's not really what it is. I think what it is people's hearts got cold. You know what I mean? From being done wrong by other people. Now everybody's after everybody and all this other shit. It wasn't like that in high school and shit. That's why I say if you didn't get your high school sweetheart, and then later, maybe in your 20s or something, you come across a solid person, you better take them serious. Stop putting good people off. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say, y'all. Make sure y'all stay up.